Hello everybody, it's your girl Angela here, where we talk about health, fitness, natural hair, candle making, fragrances, and just a little bit of everything. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the truth about weight loss. I titled this video The Truth About Weight Loss because I'm just going to be going into detail about my weight loss journey, some of the things that I've experienced along the way, and some of the things that I'm still struggling with in my weight loss journey. And I just thought this video could help somebody, inspire somebody, and we can just come up with a community to support each other and encourage each other throughout this weight loss process. So before I get started, make sure you like this video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and go ahead and join the family. I would be so excited and excited to have you here with me. So yeah, let me just go ahead and jump right into it. So growing up, I was always somewhere in the middle. I was never like too small, and then I was never also really big. I was always somewhere in the middle. But around the ages of, I would say 15, 16, I was on some medication, so I did gain, a couple pounds, and I got, I would say, to about 200 pounds. I will add a picture in the video somewhere around here so that you guys can see it, maybe during the video or towards the end, but you guys will definitely see pictures of me, just gaining weight, losing weight throughout this weight loss process. I didn't really start taking my weight loss journey serious until about 2020. I actually did this challenge thing with one of my close friends, and I will link her Instagram in the description box so that you guys can go follow her because she's very inspirational as well. But I kind of started this little pack with her, and we decided that we were going to start intermittent fasting together. And during that time, I started at around 232 pounds. You'll be able to see a picture in here somewhere. And my goal was to get to around, I would say, 160 to 165. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, it was really easy for me to get from 232 to around, I would say, about 165. So there were some problems that started to come once I started to hit 165, and some of the problems were I started intermittent fasting, and I would do it consistently for about 2 months, maybe 2 or 3 months consistently. But then as I got towards my goal, I would sabotage myself. And I don't know if I do this subconsciously or consciously, but I would sabotage myself, and I would just be like, you know what? I don't have to do anything else. I've hit my goal. I don't have to work out anymore. I don't have to eat healthy anymore. I don't have to intermittent fast anymore. And I would just end up going down this spiral of binge eating and emotional eating and eating whatever I want, not being disciplined within my diet. And then guess what? I would gain the weight back. Obviously, I never made it back to over 200 pounds or back to 232 pounds, but my long-term goal was eventually to hit maybe around 145. That is like my long-term goal, and I have yet been able to do that. It has been really, really hard for me to hit my goal. I've been really patient with myself throughout this whole process. I do want to talk a little bit about my issues that I have with binge eating or sabotaging myself. The easiest thing to me is to lose the weight. I feel like losing weight for me is fairly easy. If I want to lose weight, I know I can do it. But the hardest part for me is actually maintaining that weight that I lose and keeping the weight off. My body likes to stay around, or my body is comfortable, like it's most comfortable where, it'll probably stay around the weight of 155 to about 165. So I fluctuate between there periodically, or I'll go to 160, then I'll go back down to 158, then I'll go to 160, then I'll go to 164. And I'm just like, that is the area where I plateau the most. I end up sabotaging myself the most, and I end up just totally giving up in the midst of that process. I don't know why, but it's just something that I've noticed within myself. And another thing is that I struggle with is when I don't see the results that I want, I will give up, and I will, get into this depression. Like, why can't I do this? Why isn't what I'm trying to do working. And that is a point where I have to take responsibility. I have to hold myself accountable and say, Angela, okay, here's why this is not working for you. When you get close to your goal, you start feeling yourself and then you want to just stop. You just stop doing everything. And that is my problem. And so that's why I, am making this video so that I can show you guys that this process of losing weight, for me, I'm just speaking for myself, and keeping the weight off is hard. It is really hard for me. It is emotionally hard for me just to push myself past that next point and just making this a permanent lifestyle. It is really, really hard for me. But with me having one of those bodies who is bottom heavy, I'm someone who carries a lot of weight in my hips, in my thighs, and my buttocks. Like, that is where I carry most of my weight. So anytime I gain weight, that is where I gain weight first. And anytime my body wants to keep weight on, that is the first place where I gain weight, and then that is the last place that I lose weight. So my face, all of this up here could be slim, but once you start going down, it's like, so that is my bottom half is like my main target area for the most part. It's just slimming that down a little bit. I just have one of those body types to where I cannot just eat whatever I want and stay small. Like, I wish I low-key envy those people, like they can just eat whatever they want and stay small. I don't have one of those body types. I'm someone who has to drink her water, has to make sure I'm getting my fruit intake, has to make sure I'm getting greens, veggies. Like, I have to make sure I'm getting all of that in my diet on a consistent basis for me to lose weight and then also to maintain my weight. I want to go over the sabotage. Like, why do I sabotage myself? The self-sabotage and just the laziness that I have when it comes to staying consistent and just doing what I need to do to make things happen. I will say that is one of my weaknesses. It's just laziness, just not wanting to do it. I feel like I'm one of those people, like, I feel like it takes so much work to make a smoothie. Like, I have to get the pineapples, I have to cut that up because I like fresh pineapples, so I have to cut the pineapple open and cut it up, and then I have to cut the cucumbers up, then I have to cut the ginger up, then I have to put spinach in. Like, it's just, then I have to clean that out and it's just so much easier to just get a bag of chips or get a granola bar or just anything but that. Like, it'd just be so much easier to just go get something else, like, I'm about to eat it, or just get one of my favorites, like those little packet of gummies that I like. So much easier just to do that. And then to have to do that every day or multiple times a week, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So just that mental block that I have in my mind when it comes to making my smoothies, meal prepping, another weakness that I have, I do not like meal prepping. I don't care how early I do it. It's just, or when I'm supposed, I just don't like doing it. It's just something I do not like to do. So it's very easy for me to just sabotage myself. Like, you know what? I've done great these past 3 days. Let me just skip today. And then before you know it, I'm back eating how I used to eat. So that has been one of my struggles so far with like my weight loss journey. But I am holding myself accountable and I do know that I am going to reach my goal. So that is why I made this video, because I want to prove to myself that I can do this. And then I want to show you guys that it's not always like you go from here to here. It's not always just this thing of where you just go straight to your goal and you're just consistent the first round. Like, I've lost weight and I've gained it back, and I've gotten close to my goal, and then before you know it, I'm going back towards 170 pounds, and I'm just like, why? Like, what is going on? Or I've been consistent, and then before you know it, I went 2 weeks where I'm not consistent anymore, and I'm just like, what happened? Or I've worked out for like 3 weeks straight, and then I have 2 weeks where I just do nothing. So losing weight to me is not a one size fits all. It's not a perfect experience, and I want to have this video with you guys to show you guys that, you know, once I do reach my goal weight, which I know that I will, it didn't come by just doing one particular thing. It's a mindset thing, it's a, you know, confidence thing, it's a consistency thing, and putting all of that together, you know, really helps me, you know, stay consistent and stay on track. So I do have a food journal, and just by food journal, this is where I write what I eat, if I worked out today, how I'm feeling today, do I feel like I ate enough, do I feel like I didn't eat enough, if I made a mistake. I also have a calendar in my room where I can show you guys later, where every time I work out, I'll write an X. And this month is January, so I worked out about 21 days this month. I did start my 75-day hard challenge last week, so I'm on day 8 right now. And guys, when I tell you, mentally this has been really tough. I think the hardest part for me is getting the gallon of water, and then that first workout is just that I have to do at like 5 o'clock in the morning is kicking my butt right now. But I know by the end of my 75-day hard challenge that it's all going to be worth it. And if you guys would like a video on, you know, me talking about my 75-day hard challenge, just let me know and I can put that in the description box. I mean, put that in the comment section below. I just want to make sure I'm going over everything before I end the video, but it's not easy. I'm somebody who struggles with emotional eating, binge eating, you know, not feeling confident in my body all the time, not feeling like I'm working hard enough sometimes. And I just want anybody watching this video to know that you're not alone. You're not alone, and I'm here, and the people in this community that I am going to create, we're here for you. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something from this video, or if only you can just relate to this video and relate to some of the things that I've gone through in the video, please leave a comment down below and just let me know if you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions on future videos that you would like me to do, exercises, what I eat in a day, any type of video like that that you would like me to film, let me know and I can film a video on that. And I will be making another video related to my candle business and how my first batch of candles went. I really had a great time making them. The first candle that I lit up smelled really good, but that is enough for this video. That is all I wanted to share. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.